Good morning. Welcome to Optimal Frequency. I'm Grant. I talk to spirits here at the house using sources of white noise. I then remove the sound of the white noise with an artificial intelligence, leaving behind the spirit responses to my questions. So the snow is almost gone outside. If you've watched the channel for a while, you may recall that Robin and I moved back to this house from about 250 kilometers away. And now that the snow is gone, I want to get back out there and try and clean up the yard, because the last people that were here made a real mess of everything. If you recall a couple of videos I did last fall, I hauled off to the dump 1,200 pounds of garbage in a trailer that I picked up. These people were crazy, man. They took stuff, they just threw it out the windows, they covered the lawn when they moved out, because they were given notice by my father that they had to move because Robin and I were coming back. They didn't like that. So they even took like remote controls, they threw them out the window for the fans and everything in the house. I didn't know where they were. I couldn't find them in the long grass, so I had to rip out the fans in the house here. They took their Bell satellite equipment, like talking PVRs and receivers, tossed them out the window just to rot there and got soaked in the rain, and not sure. These people were just not very nice tenants. So I'm going to take you outside, show you a couple of cool things I found from when my great-grandparents used to live on this property, as well as some of the stuff I want to take care of out there in the yard. Stay tuned. This is actually pretty cool stuff that I found back there, some equipment. Okay, so you can see I'm wearing a different shirt. This is actually, the following day when I shot the video. So what I'm doing is I've gone through here and I'm editing this session where I wanted to go out to the garage and use the kettle fountain and talk to my family. Problem is, this kettle fountain is not very clear, and I don't know why. It's even worse than the last session that Gary and I did on the bridge. So it's a little disheartening, but I can hear these answers. So I want to look at this as an experiment for those of you that have been with me for a long time. I want to know, can you hear this? Or am I hearing something you're not hearing? Because I showed Robin this and she caught like one word out of like 5 responses. She's like, I can't hear it. Yes, it's staticky. You can hear the syllables and that. I can hear a lot more words than she's hearing. So I just want to know, because I have put a couple days work into this so far, just shooting this. And again, it's just an experimentation, right? I want to take that kettle fountain and I want to make it better. But in the meantime, have a listen to this. Tell me if you can hear any of this. If I had to rate this out of 10, the clarity of these responses, I'd say they're like 4. So you're probably not going to hear it. If somebody new pops on this channel and they're watching this, I doubt they're going to hear this. But let me know if you guys that have been watching this for a long time can actually hear this. I want to know if your ears have improved. Or maybe I'm just nuts. I'm going to take this kettle fountain outside and do a session out there. But let's put the water in it right now, see if we get any responses. I just did my prayer of protection and I spoke to you. Who did I ask to speak to in this session today? So I just came outside here, closed the door to the house, and I scared up a little bunny. There he is. I see him behind that trailer, but So there's a few bunnies around here because I've seen the other day there was a pure white one, and then a few hours later I saw one that was mostly brown, like this one here. I'm going to set the kettle fountain up here and do a session real quick and see if my grandparents and uncle can come through. Precariously set up on the ladder, just looking for a disaster, is the kettle fountain. We'll see, hopefully that doesn't fall off. But I'm going to fire up the hack shack just to get some added noise as well. Good morning, spirits, family. Let me turn this on. Feel free to come through. I'm getting shivers on my neck. Feel free to come through and speak to us through the kettle fountain, or you can use this app here and your voice can come out of there if you like as well. Can you hear me? Now check this out. I'm going to show you the gazebo here. So when my wife and I moved in, first of all, when we moved away, the next guy built this gazebo here, which is not bad actually. It's a good 12 by 12, and it's would be a decent place to have like a hot tub, and you know, I would put a TV out there and just make a really cool spot to hang out. But I mean, look at this. So there's my TV dish right there. They used to have this. Up on the roof, I've got my satellite internet, which is total complete crap. There is a reason I'm showing you this, so I'll show you here. So look at this. 2 more dishes up there. So when the guy came, those are both ExploreNet. I said to him, why, like, I left for 2 hours, I come back, he's installed another separate dish instead of just using the first dish. You know, to me, it makes no sense. So we ordered, actually before we even moved in here, we ordered the Starlink, Elon Musk internet that's supposed to be really fast for living out in the country. I just got my confirmation order and paid the like $800 I had to pay total. $129 down Canadian, and then like $734 for the equipment itself. So anyways, that's ordered. It's going to be here next Tuesday. I got to figure out a spot, and actually right where I'm standing, I came out the other day, they have an application and you use it to check the sky, because I got tall trees. If you look up above there, I got all those trees over there, and then I've got really tall trees here, and of course here's the house, right? So I'm kind of surrounded. So right where I'm standing, the application said, hey, this is a perfect spot for your new satellite. So I'm going to be setting that up next week. So I wanted to show you what I'm dealing with. I'm going to take at least one of those ExploreNets down, and I'm going to probably try and use the mount that's up there to put my new satellite on top of it. Right? Yeah, always thinking. So did you come around the tour with me this morning around the house here? The line of trees that goes down the driveway that you planted, Great Grandpa, may be in the way, and I would hate to cut those down. What would you think if I cut those trees down? Would it matter to you? So I have been cleaning up out here as well last week. Oh, and so actually, this trailer, I just bought this off my uncle. He rebuilt it all for me. It's just fabulous because I have a new four-wheeler coming. I've never owned a four-wheeler in my life, so living out here, I thought, you know what, I'm going to buy one. I bought a brand new, expensive, as all heck, four-wheeler. And so I wanted to get a good trailer to pull it. So my uncle had this one. He rebuilt it all, did everything up. It's perfect. It's awesome. But I want to show you some of the garbage because I haven't been able to clear it all or clean it all. If you look here on the ground, we got, like, I don't get it. So this is old stuff where they've been burning for, like I say, I've been gone for 15 years. We got bottles, we got cans, we got pots, we got pans, old plates. Like, look at this. Probably knockoff shit, but is it? I don't know. Looks kind of old. Staffordshire, made in Staffordshire. fine English tableware. I don't know what, you know, what year it would be. Maybe I should save that plate. Could be worth $1 million or 10 cents. Actually, I think I'm going to save that. Oh, speaking of saving, I want to show you something else I found. Oh, before we get to this other thing I found. So look in here, I don't know if you can see. Look at all the bottles and crap in there. Oh, you can see better from here, I think. Some of the plastic shit that's all just strewn down in there into the tree line. Now, last weekend, I came out and I picked up a really tall box of recycling. I filled that. I went and took me 40 minutes and I did about, you know, a third of what's out here. And then like in behind the old woodshed, you've got these old chairs and stuff just tossed in here. Now this old shed, my uncle and I built that 20 some years ago. You can see the frost has pushed it up, so it's leaning backwards. I'm gonna chop those posts off and try and level that this year. That'll be a project. I'll probably make a video out of that. But in the back corner, I want to show you something else I found here. Look at this Buddha. I can't see it because of the sun, but so this guy was laying back out in there in the bush. So I picked him up and I thought, hey, bring me some good fortune, Buddha. Let me rub your belly. Oh no, I can't rub your belly.